What's going on, everybody? In this video, we're going to talk about the Cleveland Browns making a really smart, under the radar move. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel kind of talking about teams that are just kind of the underdogs. And we love talking about the Cleveland Browns just because they're real similar to the Lions. And we like what they're doing, and the future is bright. So, what you're looking at here is the offensive depth chart, right? Just kind of roughly here as we head into the NFL draft, and then as we get into, you got rookie mini camp and OTAs, and you get into the summer, then training camp, but you can already kind of tell what you have. And what I love about the offense of Cleveland is that you've got the quarterback. He's healthy, ready to go. Good backup quarterback in case something happens to him. Tight end, good. Offensive line, maybe a piece here and there, but wide receiver, yes. Now, running back's just kind of like, what are we going to do, right? Nick Chubb is out. But here's what the smart move that the Browns did. They agreed to rework the contract of Nick Chubb. And so what it did was it took his salary cap hit all the way from $16 million down to $6 million, but gave him incentives. Because what they could have done is just cut him. And he doesn't want that. He's like, look, I'm rehabbing. I want to be a part of this. I can rehab, come back and be a part of this team here in week 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever his rehab looks like. Nobody knows for sure. But you save money if you're the Browns, and you keep Chubb around, and you be able to, if you play and there's a certain number of snaps and things that you do, we'll pay this, gladly pay this, right? So if you're the Browns, suddenly your offense is filled out. Going into the draft, we already know that the defense is in a really good spot. So the Browns are in great shape. So if you look at Chubb, before 2023, Chubb had rushed for more than 1,000 yards in 4 straight seasons, including a career high 1,500 in 2022. So we understand that this injury was a bad one and really hope that he can come back from it, and we'll really see where he's at. But if he can come back, you got Nick Chubb still there. And so I think it's not a given that he's just going to be able to come back, though. And I think everybody gets that. And I think that's why you just feel better about this cap hit cut down to $6 million. It feels a lot better. Chubb had a base salary of $12 million for the 2024 season, the final year of his deal prior to restructuring. Now, he was injured in week 2 last year, which I guess I kind of forgot. I thought it was deeper into the season. So that's actually good news. He's had more time to recover. The Browns are hopeful that Chubb, a 4-time Pro Bowler, will return at some point in 2024. The left knee injury was the same one he had reconstructed after tearing his MCL, PCL, and LCL at Georgia. So good news, bad news. Same thing, crap. Just man, messing that knee up so much. But he's already messed it up and recovered and was a stud. So he's got a lot of miles on him. He's done a lot. To expect him to be this really good player is a lot to ask for, but it doesn't sting as much because you've reworked his deal. Very smart move by the Browns. Keep a good player, keep a fan favorite, keep him around, and then make it team friendly as well, though. I don't think it's just like, yeah, just cut him. I just didn't think that would be good. What a very smart under the radar move. So now when you look at the offense, man, you've got running back depth. You've got Jerome Ford. Hines is still around. Man, that guy's been around forever. Foreman is still hanging around. So you've got running backs. You want that top end guy. It's really just proven now that while running backs are not what they once were and they don't have the positional value, we all get that. But boy, it's pretty nice if you've got one. If you've got a guy that can just churn out yards and even pop one here and there. So let's go back and take a look now what that means for the NFL draft. The Browns not picking until 54. Whoop, I'm going the wrong way. 54 right here. Here's good news if you're a Browns fan too with this draft. I know it's going to be painful to wait all the way to 54 for the NFL for your draft, but look at these players. I mean, you got Roman Wilson, Chris Jenkins, Michigan guys. Junior Colson right here, another Michigan guys. Keon Coleman, Mike Sandra still. I'm kind of pointing out all the Michigan guys just because I know them well, but Edrin Cooper, Peyton Willis, will those guys be able to be there? Tavondre Sweat, all the way down. TJ Tampa, 254. I don't know. But you can see that there's a really good amount of guys that are hanging around here. So I wouldn't be too discouraged if I'm a Browns fan, because then you get into the third round. Blake Fisher, offensive tackle. So you just put a good defensive lineman and then an offensive lineman in your first 2 picks, and you're all the way at pick 85. So I don't think if you're a Browns fan, you have to be too overly concerned, even though it's going to suck. I get it, to wait all the way until the end of or all the way to 54. Let's take a look then at kind of the big board. If you were to look at running backs, if you wanted to get a running back, you can see all the way at 76 is Blake Corum. Take him in a heartbeat. Jalen Wright. You can see some of these running backs that you don't have the high-end running backs that you did last year with Jahmyr Gibbs and what's his name in Atlanta. But you've got some of these guys sitting around here, second, third round players that are really good. So if you're the Browns, you could maybe find a running back right here. Man, any of these guys. Blake Corum at 76 is like Steel City. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that one. Okay. Also, if you're a Browns fan, we'll be going live for the NFL draft. Now, we'll be going live on Sports Talk Detroit. That's our main channel. We're Lions fans, but it's still fun, and it encourages you to jump over there. We go through the entire first round, and we just really have a lot of fun with it. So I know you don't have a pick in the first round, so if you want to come in, check us out on that channel. We're both on. Craig and I are both on, and we're just having a lot of fun, super interactive, and let us know. We got to have some sort of prize or something. Hey, I came here from Sports Talk Extra. I've been watching you talk about the Browns and the Texans here on this channel. So keep that in mind. I should keep that in mind to maybe get something to give away. I don't know how I would do that, but would love to see some Sports Talk Extra fans over on our main channel for the NFL draft. It's just a lot of fun, and it's crazy how big the draft has gotten. Just even from a few years ago when it was in New York, where it was like, yeah, this is cool. It's New York. Then they started moving around, and that was a game changer, because every city's like, oh, you like that? Watch this. Bigger, 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 crazier. And what's fun about it is that important. Like this is how you build your team. It's been proven. You have to nail draft picks. So it's, of course, to have it televised, to have, the whole thing is a lot of fun. And so to go live on YouTube is really fun, because everyone's got their opinion, of course, on who you should be taking, what you should be doing. And Craig and I are on here having a lot of fun with it as well. So make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're a Browns fan, for sure. And we'll see all of you on the next one.